Hey guys, this is Cal from the future. So, in this first episode, my audio is really bad, so I had to do a pre-intro to let you guys know that all of this stuff is already completed in the next two episodes, but I had to come in and let you know that the audio in this first episode is not going to be that great at all, and bear with me a little bit. It gets a little bit better in the second episode. I'm still working on getting a quiet membrane keyboard because I know it's picking it up in the background, but everything's been going great in the world so far. I'm looking forward to the future, and this is Cal, Minecraft Hardcore Noobs. Hope you guys enjoy the episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Welcome back, guys, to Minecraft Hardcore Noobs. I'm the Cow, and that's replay. You know I can die, right? Stop. God, this guy never, ever tries to let me live. Alright, today we're going to be building the super smelter. See the light Matica we got behind us. We're going to be working on the storage unit, and we're going to be picking up some other projects on the way, and we're just going to kick back, relax, and play and have some fun. Hardcore Minecraft. Alright, so let's get together all the materials that we're going to need. Let's start grabbing some shulkers and let's just start building stuff. We're going to have to tear out this back wall because that's not going to fit. And I believe we're going to have to tear out this other section of this wall over here too, because I think this goes out by like one or two blocks over here. So yeah, let's start getting some stuff together. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 furnaces for sure, but let's start by extending the room first and seeing exactly how far the build goes out. That's water. Hello. All right, well, let's see how far that water goes out. Whoa, I'm being sucked down by the blocks. No, don't kill me. How do I get back in? No. Dig me out before I die. I'm gonna die. No. Oh, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna have to extend this thing by several blocks. Alright. Let me get some materials. I'm going to I know Light Matica, all this water is not supposed to be in here. I get rid of that. I don't need that. My bed. I'm actually gonna throw some torches on the wall over here just to light it up. And one more over here. Oh, that's all water too. Okay, so we have to extend this by several blocks. So while replay is doing that, I'm going to go grab some of this stone that I believe I put in a box right here. No, that's a lot of wood I have. I forgot I have. I do have some cobble here. Yeah, I was pre-gaming before and I knew we were going to need a bunch of wood for hoppers and stuff, so I have a ton of wood over here ready to go. We have not a lot of cobble. We might have to do a little bit of a quick digging montage with this box right here for some cobble. Well, there's a couple pieces of cobble. Yeah, so wow. Just totally knocked my mic out. Okay, so we're gonna need to I'm gonna need to do an item dump real quick. I got too much stuff on me. So let's get rid of some of this stuff we have on us. I'll be back and go through all of this stuff. This is kind of my trash box right here for now. And I'll be back to pick up the rest of that stuff later. I'm going to go hit some cobblestone. I know we have 2 stacks. All right. Well, while replay is digging out the walls to extend right now, I'm going to go get us some cobblestone, and we're going to get to building the smelter so that we can have us a smelter to smelt down glass and stones and stuff like that that we need to use for the world. It is currently nighttime though, so we're going to need to take a nap. So head on up, replay, and hit the bed so that we can get daytime, because I don't want to blow the house up again, because I've already almost blown it up twice. Well, I have blown it up once already. Replay's not in the videos with voiceover just yet. We're working out some mic issues with him, and once we get that all set up, we'll have his voice in the videos as well. For now, it's just gonna be me and the voice. This is where I dig all my cobblestone. We'll just throw this down and we'll get to digging some cobblestone. Alright, this water is proving to be a pesky little trick here. Trying to figure out how to get all of this water out of here. I guess while he's got that, I'll start cobbling some of this water out of here. We can just re-dig the cobble back out. We don't have any sponges. We haven't dared touch a guardian farm yet, so. Yeah, we're like in the replay, or the Lightmatica so bad we can't even see. A replay, how did you unload your Lightmatica? Was it MP? Placement off. There you go. Placement on. Oh, if you just hit MP, you can turn placement off and then turn it back on, and it's right back where you left it. Sweet. That works. Alright guys, today we found out something new. We're learning. I told you. We are noobs. So we got to get all of this water out of here so that we can square out this room, make it look good. So while he's digging, I'm going to start filling. We're going to get all this water up out of here. I got my super heavy duty helmet now, so I can last in the water a lot longer. I won't die because I'm a noob. This is a lot of water. Digging ain't that hard. It reminds me, I want to spend like these 55 levels on another pick and see if I can get another efficiency 4 pickaxe so I can add it to mine and have efficiency 5 on my pick. Gotta give me some air. Don't want to die down there. Alright. Good. Pushing most of this water out. Oh, we're just about pushed her out. Alright, so let's load back in the transition or placement back on. Now we can see the menu. And now we can see what we need to dig out. Oh, there we go. Nice. So right here is the box for the materials when they come through. I can see that. Those are just shulkers I had sitting around. Nice. Oh, there's the hoppers. So that was stone. This needs to be. Okay. So all of the purple, I see the way this works. All of the purples gotta go up. We got water again. Dealing with water over here again. All these purple blocks are supposed to go. Alright, so that. Alright. Red blocks have to go as well. Purple blocks gotta go. That was just scaffolding that I had used to mark the boundary. Not too concerned about that stuff up there. Do need a lever there though. That stuff is not too concerning up there. So, okay, so that goes inside of there. Alright, that's looking good. So we just need this out. This out. This out. I don't think we need to move that extra layer up there off. Let's get some torchery in here. All right, let's unload the placement of the schematic, and then let's just make this room look a little better. Let's take this little corner out, and everything should be even. Yep, looks like everything except for no. Looks like everything adds up. It's all even. It's all the same. Throw down an extra torch in here. Remember, we don't want those mobs spawning. One right here, one right here. Then we can fill the area. Go actually up there. All right. So the area is marked out, and we have the Lightmatica build ready to go. Now we just need to get all of the materials that we're gonna need for this, which I think we can pretty much just count up everything that we need. So I'm gonna cut forward for a second. I'm gonna count up all the materials we need here, and then I'll be right back in a second, and we'll have our list made up of what we need to build it, and we can go collect those materials. All right, guys, so after some researching, it turns out that we can just look up a material list of the things that we need, and we can actually check them off the box. I already have 48 rails, I'm guessing, because it's green. So 498. Oh, that's how many I have. That's how many I need. So yellow is how many I need, and green is how many I have. So we have this material list already, and we're going to start putting together some of these materials. We're going to go grab all those materials, and we'll be back shortly with those materials so we can start building up. All right, so replay had to go. So we're going to be finishing up the project on our own for now. We'll get back to building again later on with each other. I'm going to collect these materials from the item list, and I'll be back in just a little bit, and we'll get to building that super smelter. I had to stop real quick. I'm getting irritated walking up and down these blocks. It's not fun jumping up and down every time trying to go over these blocks. So we're just gonna throw some quick stairs on here while I still continue to put together these materials for the build, and that is much better. Yeah, nice. Okay, so I had to go back for a mining session. I didn't have any gold for my power rails, so as you can see, I got shot in the face. I'm wounded, but I'm not down and out. Time to continue the fight. Alright, so I couldn't really decide on what I wanted to use for the interior for this, because we used brick on the original build, and I didn't really want to copycat the brick, and I don't really have any brick right now to use. So I just decided to get some stone and some polished andesite for now, and we're gonna use that for a base, and if we don't like it in the end, we could always just switch it out and go with something else, but for now we're just going to use that. But you see I have my material list pulled up, and if I grab this, it shrinks down and it just tells me a couple of the things that I don't have. Not sure if I want to use those things. That's why I didn't pull those up. I have the stripped oak logs, the birch fence, crafting table, mangrove sign, and polished blackstone button, which I use some oak buttons. But we're just gonna get to grabbing some stuff and just start placing it. And I'm thinking we're gonna start right here at the end, and we're just gonna start by putting the repeaters. I believe these go this way. Yep. And this one should go this way. That causes those to reject each other. Oh, one tick. And then a comparator. So we have the inlets for those done. These, I believe, this way, 4 ticks. This way, 4 tick. Repeater with 1 tick, and then the comparator. So all of that's done. Super easy. Throw the redstone in. This is just the mechanism that will send the minecart with chest back and forth. The button will shoot it off up into there with the coal from this side, and then the fuel from this side. What this lever does and what this redstone allows it to do is if I send this off with this button and it goes around, and I've decided midway through that I need to put more items inside of there, I can just hit the lever and it will stop the line. Otherwise, the line will continue to go until it is empty. But if I want to add some more, I can just hit this lever and stop it. So let's continue with building. So we got the redstone that goes to the back of the repeaters. This redstone goes to the front of those repeaters. Same thing on the opposite side. Need to move that torch. Goes to this side, and then that is pretty much it. I believe I'm gonna say that that's a regular redstone rail that's underneath there. I believe so. So that's what we're gonna do. So we need some stone to build up the little portion that goes, and then we need regular rails as well. We're just gonna build the mechanisms for that run around with the hopper chain lines. We're actually gonna need those hopper chain lines to be in. So I think we're gonna have to insert the lines. So we'll go here. We'll go here. Here. We'll put that there for now. We're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna swap out for a second, and we're gonna install the furnaces inside of there. So the furnaces, already got all of that on there. How do those sit on? Okay, so the furnaces would just sit top of a block. No, the furnaces sit on the hoppers. Okay, so let's put 2 blocks down here, and let's run the hopper chain so that we can put the furnaces on top of the hoppers. So that'll work a lot better. So what we'll do, in order to make the hopper chain go this way, we'll put a block right here. Pull this this way. Each one of these hoppers will lead into each other. Then we'll break these blocks that we have here. I guess we can leave that one there. So we have those 2 blocks in front. We can put it must not. There we go. So then we can put one hopper there and there. And then we can just wrap that hopper line around. Same on this side. We should now be able to just wrap this hopper line all the way around this side, bringing it all the way back. And when we're done, we should be able to just put the furnace right on top of each one of those hopper lines now. So we'll hold up. Yep. Okay. Placed up. Gotta get the jump right. We'll grab those in a second. Fix them. This should be easy. This isn't the greatest furnace in the world. This is just one that I wanted to have an early game smelter so that we could smelt things much faster, much more efficiently. But it does work considerably well, considering it's not a bad smelter at all. It's actually pretty good. Okay, moving on. We're going to now run the hopper chain gangs up to the hopper. So we already have that. We got the what are we missing? Why is that not spinning? That's weird. That is really weird. But you know what? I know what the problem is here. There's nothing there. Okay. So let's change that out. That's supposed to be this. So I'm not exactly sure why those are showing up yellow. Maybe it's because I don't have the compressor or the detector rail to finish the circuit, I guess you could say. Oh, back. No, still showing yellow. That's really odd. You know what? They aren't powered right now. I'm wondering if that might be. Oh, okay. We haven't ran the hoppers to the back of each furnace. So let's do that. Add the hoppers to the backs of the furnaces. We'll put in the stone here so that the mine cart can go around and drop in. Didn't mean to do that. My car can go around, drop in the fuel source or the food into it. Yeah, I think that's the. It's either fuel source or the food. I'm not. Or food or whatever you choose to put inside of there. Uses a lot of hoppers, that's for sure. Right. Grab this block back. Let's continue with this side. Detector rail. Regular rail. I already put that rail. And the right. I believe I just set a rail on top. Huh? I heard a rail placed. Don't know where that rail went. Not showing me. Weird. Okay, so what we're gonna do Because we're actually going to, I think the choice to go with the stone and the andesite is going to be a permanent thing, because once I put this set of stones here, you're not going to really be able to take it down. If you do, oh, okay, don't want that there. Need there to be, you know what? We need, okay, we need there to be that there, so we can kind of build off of that. Okay, so we have that. We'll just kind of throw in some stone, andesite. We're just gonna kind of do this like we're, uh-oh. This wraps around. That's going to be the pillar. So here, do the stone. And then we'll do andesite for that. Backside, we're gonna go stone, stone, a couple pieces of andesite, piece of stone. We're back down here. We use a piece of stone. So that'll be the corner edge right there. That's, I think I'm going to use, I think basalt. Yeah, I'm really liking the thought of smooth basalt in there. Don't really know how this is going to come out, especially building this in this kind of complex manner that I'm doing it in. Not exactly sure how it's going to look, but I hope it looks good. So we have that up there. What we need to do here, we need to get, do we have a block there already? Yes, we do. And we need to stone there, andesite, that we can get the blocks to the back side of those. So let me check all of this. Give me a second and let me check. Let me make sure that this is gonna look good and this is what I want to go with, and I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like without the Lightmatica mod on. I don't necessarily hate it. It's not a bad look. It's kind of plain Jane looking, but I'm gonna put in a different floor, and then I'm going to, I think, match the roof of the item sorting room. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I kind of look, I like the plain Jane stone look of it. Kind of gives off smithery vibes, kind of, and it has a good look to it. I think these are wrong. I think these are supposed to be stairs, but we can switch those out. Let's turn the parameters back on. Yeah, so those are going to be stairs, is what those are. So what I was thinking for these is doing tough block, polished tough, or whatever it is, the new tough block. So let's give that a try and see what that tough block looks like on there. Should have tough in here somewhere. I got stuff everywhere. We're completely disorganized right now. gold. Let's make some. Can you even make stairs out of it? Yes, you can. Alright. Make stairs out of this. Let me throw this in there. So I just brought, okay, there we go. I don't think I should need too many more stairs. 24. There's 24 of the furnaces, so I think you can only need 24 stairs. Technically speaking. Yeah. So. Okay, so we don't have a block back behind that. That's why. But what we can do, we can go like this. There we go. Then we can use that for the topper for that top rail. That like that. That'll look good. I believe these. Actually, we're gonna need double the amount of stairs because we have double the amount. If that makes sense. That went in the wrong spot. Actually, how did I even place a stair back? I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some more stairs. We're just banging it out on the fly here. Don't really know what the end result is gonna look like at this point. But I really like the new tough block, so I'm gonna stick with using some tough inside of there. And on the outside out here in the room, because I really like the way that it looks. I can go grab. Can you make tough brick stairs? Wonder. Kind of missed. Oh, you can. Like to mix match these tough brick stairs with those. Kind of give it a little bit of a gradient. Really, probably look pretty cool. Throw one of these here. Here. You don't want to do too many of them. Maybe switch this corner one. Oh, got one down here. We'll do this one right here. Just a couple on each side. We don't want to do too many of them. Have it looking a little too over. Maybe right here. And then go this way. And then maybe throw one there. Let's throw one there. And then the regular on the end. On this side, we got the regular already. Throw just tough one there. On the end, we can throw one. Top. We can put one right here. Regular. And then we can use this for the corner. Let's see what that looks like. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of throwing the Smithery vibes out there. Looks pretty good. I'm actually thinking the might be able to throw a couple tough blocks in the wall to give it an extra little bit of a gradient. Let's give that a shot. Take out these stuff. I gotta get all this stuff managed. There's stuff everywhere. Throw one here. Pop a block out here. We're just gonna kind of just randomly throw some tough bricks in here everywhere on the fly. Not too many. We don't want to overpower the gradient that we got going on. We just want to, just like that, just kind of give it a little different, a different vibe, a different color in some areas. Like right here, it has that. So it just kind of livens it up a little bit. Gives it a little bit of a different color. That's too many polished andesite in one place. Switch that up. That looks better. I like that so far. Maybe just throw extra here. We'll take and throw one here. Like that. Alright, we'll keep a hold of that and we'll throw some extra ones in there if we wanna get the gradient to change a little bit. When we're done, we'll throw a couple more in there, make it look better. But for now, we'll just toss these aside, continue with the regular gradient, and we'll switch them out when we need to. So let's go back to the original stuff we were doing, and let's turn back on the Lightmatica. So now that we have those done, we can starting to get blocked out here. Okay, so now that we have that, we can actually start placing down. There's where that rail went. I'm pretty sure that rail just got sent through to here. Not sure where that rail went. Go inside one of these furnaces. Okay, that rail's missing in action. Not sure what happened to it. Do I have that in there already? Yeah, it should have went in my inventory or went in one of those. Not sure. Missing in action, we'll just say. So move those around like that. Pull some of that wall down. All right, sweet. So these are hoppers as well. And then once we get the hoppers all in, we can put the redstone or the power rails. Water above me. I'm hoping to get all of this pulled away from that without that water dunking on my head. Is this a hop? That's a hop? I don't think that's supposed to. this supposed to be there? Oh, okay. This is the end line where the rail will end and then start to come back. Then just add the rails on there. Regular rails, slow down the cart. Power rails, go over the top so the items drop in evenly. Regular rails in the corners. And then the power rails again all the way to the front. So the way that we power those rails, we're going to have to pick that. Okay, so we have to do our little gradient thing again. Where to we should actually just grab some of that tough, slap a couple of those in there as we're going along. That way we don't have to go back and mess with it. So we'll just start off by throwing one there. Regular andesite. Stone. Andesite. Throw a brick in there. Oh. Regular. Okay, so this got it. And we open up the roof. Right, close it right back up. Okay. So we're gonna have to lift this up by one. We'll just pull this down. Any of these leaking, which they're not. It's great news for us. Alright, so throw a brick here. Stone. And you know what? We're going to take this row off here. Because we're going to get those rails put in first. Otherwise, it's going to make that job 10 times harder when we go to put in. So for this side, just a power rail there. And then a regular rail. These are all powered. Oh, already got stone there. Then this comes around to keep flow. Throw in the power rails, regular rails, power rails, and then the power rails go down, and I believe that completes that circuit of rails. It does. Okay. Now we can continue to by wrapping around. So what we'll do is start from here, and we'll just kind of start adding some Actually, add an extra here so that we can wrap that around. That brick there. Brick there. Add one so we can bring it around again. Mount two with those, a brick. And that. And then we'll have to get up there. Put in the topper on top of that. Which I believe get up here. Just start adding the randomness to the bricks that we want. I already have the brick. Get up that. This though. Add a brick there. Gonna run out of stone. Not sure if I have any on me. I gotta go grab stone. These are regular stone. Pop one out here. Add a brick. Pop this out. Add this. And we can add that piece of stone. Don't know how that looks. Grab some stone. Here we go. Get back in. Hard to tell where we're at and where we can get in and get out because it's all messed up right now with the Lightmatic mod. Let's throw a couple of these. Throw a brick in there. Put that up there. I think that's, yep. All right, already filled. So that's done. So we need to decide what we want to do for the stairs up here. Actually, let's throw a brick on there. Finish that up. Go to the other side. We'll okay, that's already done up there. So pop it off and give it a look. Not bad. As you can see, that up there, you won't be able to see once we do it. I might pull that out of there and just kind of do bigger ceiling on this, kind of domed out like that one, but kind of a U-shaped ceiling, kind of. Not sure yet. I do kind of like the U-shape. We might do the U-shape instead of just a flat shaped roof, but overall I think that back wall with the same gradient as the front kind of looks good. Although right there, I feel like we got a little too much andesite paired up with each other. But it doesn't look too bad, so I think we'll just leave it how it is right now and keep on going with it and see what it looks like in the end. Let's choose what we want to do for the wood up there, for the railings. I'm thinking let me do some thinking and run over some options for the rails up there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went over several different options and I tried birch and mangrove, and I just think the spruce looks a little bit better, a little bit of a darker tone, so I think it kind of contrasts against the stone, the andesite, and the tough block a little bit better. Kind of gives it a more of an earthy tone to it. And I think it just livens it up a little bit more. So let's pop back on the Lightmatica and let's see what we got here. So we have these beams that I put up in the corners, and I'm thinking I want to use, I think, out here like I have with these. I think I want to go with that smooth basalt inside of there. I'm not sure how that's gonna look, or the polished basalt, but we're gonna give it a look and see what it's gonna look like. So this, I believe, just goes up. I think that goes up one more, and then I think I'm gonna have to do this from the ground. So, oh no, can't get it. All right, got that one. All right, so let's take a look at it without the mod on. I really like that. I really like this, the salt in there. We're gonna replicate that on this side. I think that's the size. Yeah, one more. So we'll have those up there like that. And then in the corners up here, I believe the smooth basalt comes out for that too. I think it just comes up, goes out. I believe that's how I did it. Check the, yep. All right, so we like the smooth basalt. We'll go grab some of the spruce trap doors. Get those in place. All right, got that up there. All right. That. Okay. And these ones go this way. Why'd that do that? I think maybe I placed it this way. Yep. Way. Okay, so that one's turned. So did I do it this way? Yep, I did. All right. Let's grab our lightning rods and get us light in here. Throw that for now. So what do we got? Some lightning rod to chain action. That's what I did. Throw those in there for now. We don't need them. So lightning rod, chain, the lantern. All right. Got some light. Starting to look good in here. Again, we'll get these up and then we'll take a look at it while we have the mod turned off so we can see what it's going to look like. Mod off. And I like that. Looks pretty good. Turned out pretty good. Not bad at all. So let's continue with the build. Give me a second to gather the rest of the materials that we'll need for the build, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have done all of that. We've gotten everything in so far. I added the chest in there. So we need to put the backs on these. And you know what? I didn't even get no mine carts with chests yet. I'll have to go make some of those. Let's fill in the backs of these though first. Guess we can throw one of those over that. No big deal. And then we'll throw trap doors. I think I put those away, yeah. Move this. Throw down the trap doors. I think I switched to oak buttons, but I think I'm gonna switch them to spruce. But we'll just put these on there for now, because we're gonna end up giving this thing a test run at some point in time, because I believe where we stand right now, if we go get some carts, this thing should be, oh no, you know what, we have to add the levers to turn on the power rails in the areas that they need to be powered. So we need a lever here turned on, lever here turned on, coming around, need one here turned on, we need a lever here turned on. Oh, that went the wrong spot. Right there, and one right here turned on. And there goes the yellow, went away because we activated those. That's gonna stay yellow because it doesn't turn on until it hits that pressure switch that turns it on. So let's get some mine carts. Actually, we have 2 mine carts right here. We could just make some chests and put them in those mine carts real quick. 2 chests. Throw the rockets real quick. Pick our rockets back up. We don't want to lose those. Now we can put the chest inside of there. Alright, that's where it's supposed to be. Oh, I already had chest on me. That's where that's supposed to be. And if we turn off the... Alright, so let's... Then that one up there goes round. It should stop. And then it should come back. Position. Now, if we wanted to turn this off, it's gonna go around. You see it stays off. But if it comes back, because it reactivates that switch, so to kind of give an idea, there's more than 45. Yeah, 45. So if we put 45 in there and we send it off, it's gonna drop one in each one. Actually, that's not enough. It would need to be a couple stacks of cobblestone, actually. So say we added 2 stacks of cobblestone. We sent it off. When it comes back, it should be too much for it to stop. So that's what that signal does. It boost that line, sends it back out. So if we hit this switch, when it comes back from up there and it's not ready to stop, it should stop because we have it turned off, and we should be able to add more items to the system. And then we can turn it back on, send it back out. Alright, so kind of an update. This is really what I've come up with for the doorway. I'm not too crazy about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. It's really interfering with that as well. I was trying to kind of do a pop-out frame here, and then have the inside frame here. Of course, this is so I can access the mine carts in the back, and if anything gets jammed in the hoppers, I can access all of that from behind. And you can't really put a block here anyway, because then you would just be closing up the walkway to get into the smelter. So what we need to do is figure out what we're gonna do for the front here. I mean, I do kind of like this little arch, and then we can do like, you know, a normal, let me get us some blocks here. We can kind of do like the normal pattern that we did inside of the build with, where did those other blocks go? You know, the same pretty much texture that we ran on the inside, we can use for an archway on the inside to make it kind of even, I guess you could call it. So that would be the interior, and then kind of build that out like that. That would be the little arch. I don't necessarily hate that. I don't love that either. Another problem that I'm going to run into is that it's running into the wall there, which I guess this doesn't affect that, and this wall wouldn't be popping out anymore. So the interior wall would just be where this is going to kind of go up, but we would need to figure out what we're going to do with the interior wall. So I guess maybe that's the pattern that we stick with for the interior walls, is what we chose to use inside of here as an interior. So it kind of just flows into there kind of nicely. So the interior wall flows into there. This is the interior walls. We run that up and use that for an interior, and then we use that for an interior on this side. So I think I'm going to A-frame out this the same way that I A-framed that, and we can put there obviously be, this will disappear here because there will be a frame here, and then that will open up the ability, we're gonna push this wall back one, and it'll come off of there, and then we can use the blocks to put in what we chose to put in on the inside of there. So let me do that. I'll put the blocks in for both sides that we chose, put some stairs and stuff right there, make the A-frame, or yeah, I guess it's like an A, make the little A-frame over the up and down bubble paths, and I'll be right back in a minute. All right, I'm gonna have to make a trip to get some vine so I can start a little bit of a vine farm. This is what I'm thinking about so far for the walls. Right here, we can just fill the back of this in with stone, because these are just the stalls for the the chest to go into, and then up here I'm going to have a little bit of greenery, maybe some seats up here that you can sit. So you'll come up here from this side actually. But yeah, let me go on this little adventure and find some vines real quick. I know right where to get some in the swamp, so I can make a little vine farm. What I'm thinking for the floor, I'm thinking kind of like stairs, stony moss, and I'm not exactly sure what else, but I'm thinking like some waterlogged stairs and stuff to kind of give it a little bit of a waterlogged feeling with mossy cobblestone, stuff like that in the floor feeling. I have to go get some of that stuff, and when I get back, then I'll put on a little bit of music and do a time lapse and let you guys watch me just finish up the walls and do the flooring in here. And in here, I gotta grab some glowstones too, so we can put some glowstones in there, hide some glowstone in the floor to lighten it up in here so we get these torches out of here. I know that the blacklight level in right here is not good because I remember having the same issue in my regular world. So I'm gonna put some glowstone in there. I'm gonna grab those vines, and we'll throw on some music and do a time lapse and finish the walls and finish the floor all the way through here. And after that, we should be done, and we can start breaking down boxes and getting everything organized where it needs to go, so we can start getting some organization in here. Real quick, so I got my black cat from the witch's hut back here, and growing up I always had this very loyal black cat. His name was Midnight, so we're gonna name this guy Midnight. Awesome dude. Hope he stays with us forever and ever throughout this hardcore adventure that we're on. And yeah, he's an awesome cat. So we've set up that little bit of a small vine farm. This is just to produce some vines for the time being, so we can set up something more permanent like in the old world. We'll have a permanent vine farm house somewhere, maybe right here. Have a vine farm. Who knows? But yeah, let's get back to it. Okay, so off camera, I've been doing a little bit of management. I'm not no super builder, so sometimes I can be very indecisive about what I want to do. So it takes me a while to figure out what I want to do with a build. But we're gonna finish everything together on a replay. But I just had to get rid of those shulker boxes. I emptied everything out. Pretty much got everything into the boxes that I wanted them to be in. Still have the boxes upstairs that I need to go through, but we're focusing on finishing this room. I need one more of these for that pot plant, but we're gonna do the walls together and the floor together here in a minute. I'm just trying to finish up farming these vines right now, so I've just been doing this while I've been AFK on those farms. That way I could get some stuff done and I wasn't just being unproductive and doing nothing at all. So I'm gonna continue to AFK these vines so we can get some more. I don't think that's enough, and we can't foam mill them, so I have to just wait on them. So I'm gonna finish AFKing the vines for the floor, and as soon as I feel like I got enough of those, I'll be back and we'll do the floors and the walls and finish up the episode. Going good so far. Alright, well, I think we got about as much as we can get on materials. Here's the materials we got we're working with for the walls and for the floor. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of music and do a time lapse and do these walls and do the floor. See how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out pretty good.